we're pro-morals. We're not anti-monogamy, but we definitely do promote polygyny in a way, in a beautiful light, because it is a form of marriage. Like, we will promote monogamy in a beautiful light. It's just monogamy has its fair share. Monogamy is talked about a lot. Polygyny is not. Assalamu alaikum. Peace is your coach, Coach Nyla, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. In this video, we are going to talk about polygyny being monogamy's evil twin. So it's just crazy. I just had to think of that, because when it comes to polygyny, and we talk about it a lot at Outstanding Personal Relationships, we talk about how polygyny is a form of marriage. It's a form of marriage. Monogamy is a form of marriage. Polygyny is a form of marriage. However, polygyny gets to bad rep. A lot of it can come from it not being done right. So I get that. But a lot of it is just from, and we know that it's from that. If we really sit and think about it, if we really sit and observe and get the biases out of our system. Mind you, I'm very aware of the bias. I can be biased into some aspects myself. So when it comes to that, and I was before, when it came to polygyny, because I had this conditioning that this is what marriage should look like. I had this conditioning of this is what relationships should look like. However, when I started to research, when I started to grow, when I started to understand things a whole lot more, I realized that the things that we are fed normally, we may need to dig a little deeper. Things that we are just conditioned to believe, we may need to do our own searching, our own soul searching, and see what it truly means. Not only mean to us, but mean in a bigger, broader spectrum. A lot of things, you can have people who have the mindset that it has to be difficult, that it has to be, which the interesting thing is marriage is difficult, period. If we really look at it, it's not just a polygyny thing. Marriage can be difficult. Challenges come regardless of whether you're practicing monogamy or polygyny. But in polygyny, there is that different dynamic. There is that extra dynamic. However, if polygyny is looked at and is practiced as a family oriented and family building union, then the challenges that come within it are just challenges in life, are life challenges, whether it be some jealousies. Like, mind you, I can't remember, I have to count a notice of 9, so I'm trying to count how many sisters I actually have. But I have like 4 sisters, I think. I think it's 5 girls and 4 boys. So yeah, I have like 4 sisters. And there's jealousies there between us. So it's not a polygyny thing when it comes to jealousy, so to speak, just jealousy. It's jealousy as in what it is, so that can be in anything, whether it's monogamy, whether it's polygyny, whether it's between siblings and everything like that. Yes, there'll be different types of jealousies. There's different types of intimacies. There's different types of things like that. We get that. We understand that. I have an important announcement to make, an exciting announcement to make. It's been my goal for 2022 to be able to serve more people, because my one-on-one coaching is full. So now I'm able to open up my group coaching. so you can be a better you in 2022. I'm so excited about it. And the wait lists have been growing day by day by day. So make sure you sign up for the wait list. You want to be a part of this? Sign up for the wait list. Check it out, CoachNyla.com. I'll see you on the other side. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. However, to look at an institution of marriage as something that is just a bad thing, because we may not agree with certain aspects of it. I mean, you know what I mean as far as moral marriage, because for some reason it's okay for same-sex people to get married and people don't have much of an issue with it. But when it comes to building a legacy, building families, and things as far as that nature, and using polygyny in order to do it in a moral fashion, it seems to rub people the wrong way. For whatever reason, there are reasons that I can try to understand from others' point of views, because I try to do that. However, when I look at the broader picture and the bigger picture, and I see the benefit. There are a number of people who see the benefit. And if it's not for you, that's fine. That's fine. Polygyny is not for everybody. Monogamy isn't for everybody. Being single isn't for everybody. Being married isn't for everybody. So it's these different things. So when we use those blanket statements that it isn't for everybody, or everybody can't do this, that's true. We understand that. But just because it's something that's not for you, it's not fair, or it's not, I'm gonna use the word that I hear a lot that people say, and I've been seeing a lot. It's not compassionate enough, to not, it's not compassionate enough. If people want to say that, I use that word about compassion and throw that word around, for others to make that type of marriage because they're not happy with it or they don't understand it, to be wrong for that couple or that family or those individuals. I mean, if you guys get what I'm saying. So when I say that polygyny is the evil twin, it's like it's the form of marriage. So that's the twin part. That's how they're connected. But it's looked at as that if someone is in polygyny, if someone is hurting in polygyny, it's polygyny that did it. If there's jealousy in polygyny, it's polygyny that did it. But if someone is hurting in monogamy, it's not that monogamy did it. If someone is hurting or feeling jealous in monogamy, and let me give you an idea or an example of how people can hurt or how people can get jealous in monogamy. If a husband is spending more time with his friends, he get jealous. A wife can get jealous. I've seen it. I've been part of it, all of that. When a person is spending more time with his mother, a husband is spending more time with his mother, a wife can get jealous. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've coached people that happen. When a wife gets jealous of a husband's friend, and it could be a female friend, I don't know. I have my own thoughts about men and women being friends, but that's neither here nor there. It's not the video for it. But when it comes to that, they're not saying it's a monogamy thing. But if it's any other way, shape, or form, any of those things happen in polygyny, it's blamed on polygyny. If things aren't done proper, if things aren't done right in polygyny, it's because it's polygyny. Instead of that, it's the person who's lacking the maturity. It's the person who's lacking the compassion. It's the person that's lacking the knowledge, the intelligence, all of those different things that can be based on the people involved, not the institution. So I'm going to give some type of insight of why I called it the evil twin, and to give some insight to thinking a little bit deeper on that type of marriage, this institution of marriage called polygyny. This is not to we're not we're pro morals. We're not anti monogamy, but we definitely do promote polygyny in a way, in a beautiful light, because it is a form of marriage. Like, we will promote monogamy in a beautiful light. It's just monogamy has its fair share. Monogamy is talked about a lot. Polygyny is not. So being able to kind of get an understanding, if you really want to understand, to be able to get an understanding. But if you're not trying to understand, be careful with spewing venom. Be careful with, because this is not something that you would do, that you want to degrade or demean other people who choose this way of life, including the wives, whether they're the first wife or the subsequent wife. If they're around and they're still practicing it with their husband, they're still in it with their husband, then they chose it. Relationships are voluntary. Yes, it may be difficult decisions that may be had, but the choices are still the choices of the individuals. So before we place blame on other people, let's make sure that we understand the situation. Or if we're not willing to understand the situation, keep your mouth shut. I mean, that's how we can just be better in our lives. If we can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. I mean, that's seriously, we tell our children these things. And for some reason, we as adults do not seem to take heed to that, because of the things that we don't like or we don't understand. Then we want to disrespect, degrade, or demean other people who are trying to learn how to do it properly, who are trying to learn how to be happy in it and how to be fulfilled in it. And when I'm talking about it, I'm talking about in polygyny, in a form of marriage that is just given the poor title of the ugly twin. So anyway, this was just, I don't know if I would call it a PSA or just an informational or whatever the case may be. Hope you guys got some really good information from this, or at least be able to take what I said and kind of think about it a little deeper, especially if you come across other people who decide that this is something that they want to do. Maybe it may not be for you, but you want to know more information about it. Maybe it's not for you, but you know someone who does, and you want to point them in the direction of getting some good information. At OPR, people want us to talk about the negatives of polygyny. The thing is that there are challenges and what you can call negatives in pretty much anything. And when it comes down to it, when it comes down to trying to down something or make something look like it's bad or just horrendous or whatever the case may be, just for the sake to make other people say, I get it, I knew it wasn't this, it's not helping anybody. It's not helping anyone. You can get that from anywhere. You can get the negatives from anywhere. What we're trying to allow people to understand and help people with is being able to get the fulfillment from it. Learn from the mistakes, avoid the pitfalls, avoid the problems. And that's not just in polygyny, that's in marriage, period. That's in relationships, period. So if you know people who are looking to get that good information, who are not looking to just look to feed on drama, then definitely be a gem and send them to us. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, because sharing is caring. We want to get this out to more people who are looking to be fulfilled in this type of marriage, in polygyny. That they either have their husband decided that he wanted to practice, and they decided that they made a choice of wanting to stay. and they want to grow through it, because it's not always an easy thing, because it's not widely accepted. And when things are not widely accepted, it makes more of a challenge for people who want to practice it, or people who are learning to practice it, or people who are starting to open their eyes to see that benefits in it, and say, there's more benefit of being in it than being out of it, or finding another spouse or anything like that. And that's for another video, for another time. But this is just to let you know that, there are definitely benefits to polygyny. Not only that there are benefits to polygyny, but there are also parallels when it comes to challenges. And the challenges is not just a polygyny thing. Challenges that happen in monogamy are not just a monogamy thing, and being able to try to get polygyny to stop being the ugly twin or the evil twin is definitely the work that we have cut out for us at OPR. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an interesting video on that. And inshallah, God willing, I will see you in the next one. If you made it this far, congratulations, and thanks for sticking with me. And in the comments, let's make it kind of fun. Put no ugly twin. All right, no ugly twin. So until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. Once again, Coach Nyla, inshallah, God willing, I will see you soon. Make sure you click that subscribe button and that bell so you're notified when we release new videos every single week. All right, see you soon. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Here are 3 ways outstanding personal relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships, and also Clubhouse under our names.
And make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com and sign up for our email list. And there you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
Absolutely. And last but not least, when it comes to coaching or counseling, if you want to work with us one-on-one or in group settings, make sure you're on that website and reach out to us, because we do have very limited spots, and we usually have a wait list. So with that being said, GLC.
Make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.